Wonderful. Yeah, I have given live.
Namaste. Once again, welcome to the session of messages from 40 masters. And wonderfully, it is the 40th message. This is the 40th message, and the message is from a master, and Lord, he is called Lord Vishwamitra. And all these messages were received by Master C.Aruna, a senior most pyramid master, and she received all these messages in the form of auto writing. So now, before reading the message from Lord Vishwamitra, we will understand who is Master Vishwamitra, Sage Vishwamitra, and Lord Vishwamitra. See, he was also just an ordinary person. He was person according to the spirituality, and everybody is ordinary, yet they take this their lifetimes on Earth planet to rise themselves from ordinary to extraordinary according to their um, understanding. But everybody is equal, we know that. And but here we are trying to understand the background, because we feel that they are very great, all these masters. But how were they before becoming a master? How were they before becoming a lord, like Vishwamitra? He was a king, and he was very powerful. He was born into Kshatriya family. Kshatriya means in India, the kings and emperors and the royal family people were considered to be the Kshatriyas, because they used to rule and rule the country, or the small area also. When they rule, they were considered to be the Kshatriyas, and they used to continue their family lineage, and king after king, father gives down his kingdom to his son, and in that way. So that Kshatriya family he used to belong, Sage Vishwamitra. And he was very powerful and very able king, and he was egoistic also. And when when he was traveling in a forest, they felt very hungry, and they took a break in the ashram of Vasishta Maharshi. And Vasishta Maharshi's wife was sage Arundhati. She was also a great sage, and they both served a wonderful meal for the king and his soldiers. And they ate so much, and they was totally satisfied with the wonderful meals which was served to them. And the king asked Mata Arundhati that how could you serve meals to so many people instantly? We are asking for food, and you keep on giving us, and how can you do this with such abundance? So she says that this is all because of the grace of the Lord, the grace of the Almighty. So one soldier says that I saw that they have a cow, and it is giving so much of food instantly, producing all the food instantly. To however the number of people, how much ever the number of people are there, the cow gives food. And the king gets surprised, and he says that this cow should be near the king, not in an ashram, because if it is near the king, it will be of great help. And he was tempted by the abundance which the cow is creating. And Mata Arundhati says that, requests that please don't ask for that cow, because she is like my daughter, and nobody can separate a child from a mother. So um, sage, the Vishwamitra will not agree to that request. He will not listen, and he tries to snatch the cow from the um, both the rishis, Vasishta Maharshi and Mata Arundhati. But Vasishta was so powerful, and how many our weapons the king is using. Previously Vishwamitra was a king, so and the king was using so many weapons against them, but for every weapon Vasishta Rishi had an answer with his meditative powers, with mantras. The mantras which mantra power which he acquired through meditation. And for every Vishwamitra couldn't defeat Vasishtha. He realized that he had to do a lot of penance. Then only he will be able to defeat Vasishtha, and he does penance. And again he comes, but even then he couldn't succeed. He again fails. So, in a rage of anger and ego, he curses Mata Arundhati and Vasishta that how many our sons they give birth, they will all die, and they can't have sons, even if they give birth to sons. So they all their sons died, and they were in very lot of grief. And see here, Vishwamitra, when he did meditation to defeat Vasishtha, he succeeded in getting some power, but he didn't get that jnana, no, wisdom to how to use the powers, how to use the siddhis. That was a limited thing, because the intention was to defeat someone and grab their property and it was an intention to interfere into others' lives. And he thought that he is a powerful king, he knows everything, that his knowledge is limited because he didn't have the wisdom. He thought he's a king, so whatever he is thinking is right. And the physical rules which we think that the king should have that cow, the cow shouldn't be in the ashram, it should be in the control of the king. All these things in the physical level when we think, and this is the outcome. But when we all meditate, deeper things we realize, and then we can realize that though we are a king or anybody, we can't interfere into others' lives. That is the spirituality, essence of spirituality. Never ever we should interfere in others' lives, and we should respect every life pattern, every soul journey. We can't teach them. We can just impart our knowledge, share our knowledge and wisdom. That's it. So here, what is happening? He became a meditator to defeat Vasishta, but he couldn't succeed. So he cursed Mata Arundhati and Rishi Vasishta, and they lost all their sons. When their daughters, Sage Vasishta's and Arundhati's daughters, realized all this story, and when they couldn't bear their parents seeing in being in grief, so they requested Mata Arundhati to create a world where there are no curses at all. So Mata Arundhati did her penance, and she created a world where there is no curse, and that world was safeguarded by her daughters, Sage Vasishta's and Arundhati Mata's daughters. See, why all this I'm saying is the background is very much necessary, and Mata Arundhati was didn't limit herself in that grief. She tried to raise above that. She wanted, see, she was in grief, but she tried to transform that grief into a universal work. She understood that there should be no curses, and a sage's power works. So meditation power works, and meditation can be used only when there is wisdom. So they can't keep quiet that whoever will come and meditate and use their powers in a wrong way, they can't disturb the universal balance. So she worked upon that, Mata Arundhati, and she succeeded also. But here, Lord Vishwamitra, after realizing that he should meditate, then there is a growth in his soul journey. From revenge, he understands, moves on, and he meditates and meditates, and then he realizes that through hate and revenge, he cannot achieve anything. And in meanwhile, he becomes, through meditation, he becomes so powerful that mm, um, Indra was scared by his power, and because he created another heaven with his power, Vishwamitra. So Indra, it seems Indra was scared, and he sends Menaka, an Apsarasa, a beautiful lady, to lure him and deviate him from meditation, so that he cannot create other worlds like he is doing. He already created a heaven, and Menaka succeeds in that, in her mission, and that is what is we have heard. And by reading the message of the master, we will understand it in even more clearly. And they both have a daughter called Shakuntala. We already heard that in Indian history. So Shakuntala subsequently gives birth to a great king, along with King Dushyanta. They both give birth to Bharata, and he became a great king afterwards, for all the Bharata. Uh, mm, and they both give birth to Bharata, who ruled whole of India, and India is also called Bharat. I just wanted to tell how much powerful Vishwamitra is, how much Indian background is dependent on this sage. And gradually, when he progresses and progresses, he creates Gayatri mantra. That is a very, very powerful mantra, and that describes about the universal energy, and this much only I know about it, so I don't want to speak about it much, but that is a very powerful mantra. And we revere that universal energy through that mantra, how much I understand, I'm saying. So here, when Vasishta Maharshi listens to this mantra, he was mesmerized, and his heart got open, and he tries to realize who created this mantra. And when he understands that this was created by Vishwamitra with his penance, then his heart melts with forgiveness, and he forgives Vishwamitra. And then Vishwamitra requests, he also goes to him and requests to forgive him for all the misdeeds he has done. And Vasishta Maharshi says that I'm not the one who has to forgive. You have to ask forgiveness from my wife, who is in utter um, sorrow. She's feeling the loss of her daughter. So you ask forgiveness, loss of her sons. You ask forgiveness from my wife, Arundhati. Mata Arundhati then forgives Vishwamitra. She says that even though a misdeed has happened, through that a great thing has been created. Great mantra has been, a universal mantra has been created, and she forgives him. Mata Arundhati forgives him, and this is the background. And one more prominent role of Lord Vishwamitra is he was a teacher of one of the teachers of mm, prominent teachers of Sri Ramachandra Murthy and his brothers, Lord Sri Ram, and he was trained with such a great master. And this is the spiritual journey which we know up till now about this great master, Lord Vishwamitra. So all this story, we heard it from Mata Sita in Untold Story of Sita. Many of us know this, but I just wanted to present it here because it would be apt to have a proper and a clear background before understanding the message from the great master, Lord Vishwamitra. So let us become ready by meditating for some time to listen to the message from the great master. Yes, I request Nima to play the music. Let us sit in meditation and start meditation by taking a comfortable posture, and please interlock your fingers, cross your feet, close your eyes, and follow the natural breath. Many thoughts come and go away, but we have to be in the observer state. That is a method of meditation we are going to do. Let us become calm by being with our breath again and again. Relax our body. Shower so much of love to each and every part of our body. The whole body is our mother who is there for us always in supporting us in this spiritual journey in this lifetime. Much gratitude to our body, our mother. Our master is our breath, who will guide us all throughout the meditation. Thank you so much. Have a happy meditation for few minutes. Final 30 seconds, dear friends. Let us Listen to the 40th message by continuing to close our eyes if it is possible, and become completely ready and comfortable to receive the great master's message. Message from Lord Vishwamitra. In the form of auto writing, this message was received by Master C.Aruna, and the message is as follows. This message from Lord Vishwamitra was received by Master C.Aruna on 6th March 1995, 8 p.m. India time, and Lord Vishwamitra says, I have a short message for you. I have not had a master like yours who provided books and who has kept you so independent. Yes, our masters were domineering and were not so level-headed. The books and the masters you encounter are so different that I can very excitedly say that I will see more enlightened masters like me very soon. Do you think I created another world just like that? No, I had a purpose. The purpose was to show people that I was a normal person who attained this through meditation and enlightenment. I repeat this. Do you think I created another world just like that? No, I had a purpose. The purpose was to show people that I was a normal person who attained this through meditation and enlightenment. Kindly wake up and become like me. The talent of creation is latent in you all. Please tap it through meditation and reading, especially Seth and Rampa books. When arenas of self-growth are so vastly open, please grab them and utilize them for your growth. Definitely, within a short time, you will become a Vishwamitra like me. No doubt. This is my short message for your book. Tap your latent creativity through meditation and reading books. I repeat this paragraph. Kindly wake up and become like me. The talent of creation is latent in you all. Please tap it through meditation and reading, especially Seth and Rampa books. When arenas of self-growth are so vastly open, please grab them and utilize them for your growth. Definitely, within a short time, you will become a Vishwamitra like me, no doubt. This is my short message for your book. Tap your latent creativity through meditation and reading books. By the time Master C.Aruna received this message from Lord Vishwamitra, it was 8 p.m. That's what it's written here. Uh, thank you. Let us be in silence for a few seconds. I request you to please come back if possible. Otherwise, you may continue your meditation, dear friends. And today is the 40th message. We have completed reading the messages of 40 masters, and we'll celebrate this message also as we celebrated other messages from other masters, 39 masters. And Lord Vishwamitra is conveying us that how much we are in an advantageous position. Previously, they used to work hard and they used to get very limited opportunities. And now that we have great master, he wants to mention probably like we are having a great enlightened master with us, Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji, and he always encouraged us to read books. That's what he's saying. Uh, you are provided with a great master, and he always encourages you to read books and do meditation. And the simple technique of meditation, he always, throughout his life, told to everybody all around the world. He used to um, go and tell that your breath is your guru, and he made it so simple. By reading books, we are connected with so many enlightened masters, and that is the reason Lord Vishwamitra is saying that by being connected with great enlightened masters, mainly through books, it is readily available, so in front of us. So we are connected with those higher consciousness, highly enlightened wisdom. So when we are surrounded with such wisdom, we can't deviate from our track. That means we are less bound to uh, go into that egoistic track, uh, or we are less bound to um, deviate our purpose from the universal well-being. Every meditator's is ultimate mission and ultimate goal is to work for the universal well-being, because he will realize that that whole universe is himself, and Tattvamasi, you are that, he will realize, and he naturally works for the universal well-being. He doesn't disturb or interfere in others' purposes, or he or she, a meditator, will not ever hurt anybody with their misdeeds, because when we meditate, we become more and more powerful. We get certain powers, but how we use those powers, we it is up to us. And to be grounded, it is necessary that we should be surrounded with enlightened masters. So Lord Venkateshwara also, in the previous message, he told that meditation and being in the presence of an enlightened master is very important. And uh, true to his name, Lord Vishwamitra became Mitra for the whole universe. Mitra means in Sanskrit friend. Vishwa means the universe. So he became a friend for the universe. Previously, he was very egoistic when he used to be a king. He thought that the physical power is the only power, and when he encountered sage Vasishtha, then he realized that physical power can't stand before the meditational energies, that meditational um, energies which created mantras, and those mantras used to destroy destroy every weapon which Vishwamitra sent against Vasishtha. And no weapon could stand before those mantras, power of the mantras. And we are here we are rising above that mantra power. We are becoming one with everybody. Ultimately, that he realized, that Lord Vishwamitra, then only he could create that mantra of uh, universal power, Gayatri mantra. And we also heard in that background that he created his own heaven. So he told that why I'm telling you this, all this is not only me, any meditator can do that. And a meditator should create. Sita Mata also told in this book itself that a meditator is a creator, and he should know how he should transform the meditational energies into the physical reality. Because here on this earth planet, we are leading this life in a physical form. Everything is being seen, and whatever we see, we feel that that is a real reality. And for us meditators, we have to use our meditational energies in the day-to-day life. We have to create what what is the best for everybody. If we are leading our day-to-day life, in each day, every minute, we have to be in that creator mode, because whatever we speak, we are creating. Whatever we are thinking, we are creating. So we are the creators now also. But what we are creating is up to us, only up to us. Nobody will say, you don't do this. But whatever we create, we have to face those repercussions. That is the responsibility of a meditator. Huge responsibility. It's a very, very, very huge responsibility. So, Patriji always made it simple. You be with your breath, because he never created a hype of anything. That's what I felt. And that's what I liked also. And that's what attracted me to that particular master, Brahmarshi Pitama Patriji. Whatever I was told, whatever hype that was created in my life regarding puja, religion, and caste. And caste means here in India we have several castes, and people segregate themselves into different groups. But that system is a very age-old system, and it has a scientific approach to it, and it has a very emotional and a psychological approach to it. And that approach was based on the based for the progress of the society, to understand, to make people understand to their own dharma, swadharma, their own dharma. But that was manipulated, and that was painted, and according to the whims and fancies of some egotists. And all this was because of lack of wisdom. So now we have in our lives this wisdom from the great master Patriji in this lifetime. And now we are listening from Lord Vishwamitra that how great master we have. And he is saying that we are in a very, very advantageous position. And he is urging us to use the advantage, the benefits which we have. And easily we all can become creator like him. He created heaven, and why can't we? Why can't we create what is good for the universal well-being? So we think that someday we will become a creator, but no, we are now creators in this moment. So this moment is very important, and being in this moment totally will clear many doubts in us. The practice of being in this present moment will clear many doubts in us, and we will get much clarity, and we then tend to speak or create or think whatever is necessary. The creation which we do with our thinking and with our speech, with our deeds, will only be for the universal well-being. And that can only happen when we calm down ourselves and be in this present moment. That is the creator mode. That is the way in which creation happens. Creation for the universal well-being. Otherwise, we think that we are creating, but we are really becoming destructors. No. As meditators, we should be creators. We should be gods. We should be masters. Mastery means a responsibility to shoulder that no single being is hurt by us. That is only the job we have now, to make and create those beautiful and divine vibrations for the earth planet to become heaven. So thank you so much for being here in all the sessions all throughout. And then only one message is left now, that is from our dear Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji. That is the first 41st message in the coming session, the next week. And thank you all for all the support you have given all throughout the journey, and we have all traveled together, and a lot of wisdom has been poured into us, and I believe that lots and lots of transformation has happened, and in the near coming time itself, we will see and the wisdom which we received from all these great masters blossoming into the reality. So thank you so much. Yes, Master Nilima.
Hi, Auntie. Yeah.
Hi.
So thank you. Thank you so much once again for this beautiful message. And through the book, Messages from 40 Masters, towards the end and towards on 40th message, what else can we hear by giving a statement saying that become independent and read a lot of books? So can we have a small sharing of what all books that we have learned and what have, like which book have really transformed us? Because like books are the real friends for us, and they are the real, let's say, uh, transformative, like we transform ourselves, and they help us a lot, especially in the spiritual evolvement. So could we have a small sharing on the
Absolutely.
books part?
It would be wonderful.
So probably starting with you itself.
Me for sure. Messages from 40 Masters, because before this I never read a book, a single book. So all the masters' presence, I think their support, and our own Grandmaster, dear Patriji, and Madhu Gajala ma'am, and because of her, I got this opportunity, because she felt that I should do this book. I was actually shocked. I was shocked, because I never did a session like this, and I just postponed it for 1 year, And then Master Sharda received a message from Patriji, and by that time she received the message from Patriji. He vacated his body, and the message she got from Patriji is that I should start off with this book here in our Beam family. So instantly I started. I didn't have an ounce of confidence, but all throughout I understood that we don't do any session to please others. It is for ourselves we are doing. And I now don't compare myself with anybody, or I don't categorize myself with the comments which anybody give, because I used to feel scared that I might trouble anybody by doing with my lack of knowledge, or if I can't do it in a proper way. I used to judge according to the societal norms. But here in the spiritual journey, the societal norms never ever matter at all. It is up to us. We create. When we do this, we are being put in a situation, wonderful place where something is being created. And I request everybody to share their wisdom like this, like I came, because I was not at all having any confidence. But because of wonderful masters with whom I've been surrounded, mm, that is the reason I'm able to do this, because of this Beam family platform. This is such a wonderful platform that nobody will judge you. So I feel very, very comfortable, and I don't think any that what others are thinking. I just, and I'm enjoying the presence of the master. With every master, I'm enjoying their presence. Um, I don't get any message or vision. Very rarely I get, but that is the reason also I was very scared that I don't know anything. I am not at all connected to any master. How can I do this? But in the heart, I used to feel for each message that yes, I am connected with the master, because that master's words of wisdom helped me to connect with him or her, with that particular master. That is the power of this book. And in the same way, it is with every book, because their energies, their consciousness, with their consciousness, we are being connected through their words of wisdom. And yes, thank you so much for this opportunity, Nima.
Thank
I
you.
request everyone to share their own experience.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, masters, please do share of which books have transformed you so that, we all learn from each other. So before I think going that, I feel that Mamta ji wants to share something. Yes, Mamta ji.
Namaste, Pavani ji.
Hi, namaste.
Namaste, everyone. Really, it was so amazing. And hearing you always, it will be so beautiful. I feel like I'm hearing a beautiful sound like that, like song like that. So it was so beautiful. And really, I felt so happy today because I started to read a book in Kannada. Um, about Rushis and what we tell as Muni,
Wow.
Pramukha Rushi Munigalu, like that we tell. That I have started. So I was feeling so happy that it was so connected today. And really, it is so eye opening to read the masters, the great masters, where at that time we will be connected 1 hour or 2 hour to the those masters, and we can feel the energies, the divine energies we can feel when we will be connected with them. And so it was so beautiful, and the peace what we experience, and it is not it is not to there are no words to explain. So those experiences are only experiences, So
Yes.
it was so beautiful. And what Nilima ji was telling about the transformational books, what we have read, and
Mm.
when I go through that books means from childhood, I love to read books. So I have read so many books. But what I was thinking now that when Nilima ji was telling, and but I can't remember all those books, but I enjoyed the each book. But when I want to explain those books, but I can't. But what are the experience, the peace, and what I have connected with those masters. And I used to read the books of Swami Vivekananda so much. And I used to go for Ramakrishna Ashram. So Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, the Vivekananda's guru. And I used to read so many books of Vivekananda in my childhood and my in college days also. And in our India, means where I'm staying in Karnataka, there, in my family surrounding like that, regularly they will do like Chaturmasa and the religious they will do, and there will be some lectures in
Mm.
some ashram or in the temples regularly like that,
Mm.
in
Mm.
some months like that. So I used to go regularly.
Mm.
After my marriage, there was a somewhat little studying the books. I used to attend those lectures with the masters and my gurus, and that is what the experience. As I go through on, I have read Ramana Maharshi's books also, and some great authors like S.L. Bhairappa, like that, some adventurous books like that. I have learned so much from them also, because at the time there was some fear in me. There was
Mm.
some doubt in me at the time of college days. At the time, I read the books of S.L. Bhairappa. He is so adventurous, and he tells straightforward messages. At the time, I got so much of energy. Yes, this is
Mm.
the way I have to think. So always the books is the right path for each and everyone. What Neelim was telling, that books are our close friends, really 100% true. I go with it, and always I read the books, and there are some friends for me. I'll share the some knowledge what I get from the book. uh, so all books are transformation for me. There is no single book. And I always, when I read, I go through Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, Ramayana, Mahabharata. I read so many when I get time, because there is a close link from book to me, and we are close friends. And so I have enjoyed all those books and all those messages, and I enjoyed the experience with those great masters. That is a great blessing from the universe for me. And so thank you so much, Pavaniji, to
Thank you. Thank you. So beautiful.
what you explained was very beautiful about the Beam family. The same experience for me also. No judgments, no fear. That one, the self love I learned from Beam family only. The basic what we want to change. What are the shortcomings? Not shortcomings, but to highlight ourselves, to open up, and that the universal love we can experience.
Yeah.
So that's all I get from the Beam family. Thank you for each masters. Thank you so much. Thank you, universe.
Thank you for your wonderful, wonderful words, Mamta ji. It was so inspiring. I'm inspired to read books now. Thank you so much.
Mm.
S.L. Bhairappa ji is a Kannada writer or in English, madam?
He's a Kannada writer.
Okay, no
Uh,
problem. Thank you. Thank you.
Maybe translation may be there, but I don't have idea about translation. But he's original from Kannada author.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, Mamta ji. Yeah. In the chat also, Usha ji, thank you. Nandini ji, thank you. Veronica ji, thank you. Rashmi ji, thank you. Sharda ji, thank you. Thanks a lot. Anyone else?
So, Masters, anyone would like to share your journey on the books, like which have transformed you? So then I would like to share my journey, and Sharda ji, you have to unmute and please share. But yeah, so I will read it out loud. So the message from Sharda ji is that her first book is Autobiography of a Yogi, which made her connected to gurus.
Mm.
That's very nice.
Mm.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sharda ji. That's a wonderful, wonderful book. Yeah,
Yes.
Autobiography of a Yogi.
Yeah.
And thanks to Master Richie, she's doing so excellently, and I'm so happy to listen from her.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah.
So, as I mentioned, that books are our good friends. The main reason is that as a humans, we constantly evolve. At every stage, we keep changing depending on what we are experiencing and what we are learning. So, even
Mm.
being as humans, we do not know some at times of what we are. Then how can the other person knows about ourselves? However, based on in which energy we are in and what we wanted to learn and what we wanted to thrive towards in, we always get the learnings and the great understandings from the books. So that is where I would like to start my journey with, because when I have entered PSSM, this is the first place I have heard like Patriji mentioning not only to read his books, but to read all the wisdom like from every author across the world, across the universe. And books are the main one that makes us independent. So as a child, I always used to think like to connect with the stars and to speak to the universe and to see what is the world that is beyond. And the first book that I have started with is The Soul's Journey, which is written by Peter Richel. And that gave me quite a lot of insights of how many worlds will be there beyond, and how the people who left the physical world, who vacated the physical world, used to just go and enjoy there, and why we should not grieve at all, and how the dynamics works across in the other worlds. So this is the first book, and then I have read a lot of Osho books, Seth books, Rampa books, and so on. But then at later stage of point, I was doing a lot of research on dreams to understand how dreams are working. So dream inside the dream, and there are many worlds inside as well. And then I have questioned Patriji regarding the dreams, and he suggested me to read a book called Dreams, Evolution, and Value Fulfillment. That is one of the best one, which explains that even languages has been born through dreams. So there is so much of wisdom that like we can decode ourselves. And later, after doing a lot of intensive research, I used to literally like wake up in the middle of the night, immediately write the dream, again go back to sleep, immediately wake up. So the moment that the dream comes, I used to wake up immediately and write it down, so that the intensity of what is happening, the research has been intensified. And that has happened through this book. And after doing a lot of intense research, again, Patriji just said, like, never analyze your dreams. So just leave it off. And then again, another journey has started, to do a lot of intense meditation. And in meditation also, masters, again, one thing that is that I have read the book that is written by the Patriji, like Tulasi Dalam and all. And when you intensify like your progress, what I have observed is that in the meditation, you just become void. There is nothing else. In that void, there is life, there is no life. There is happiness, there is unconditional love. So that is the state that every enlightened master goes through and enjoys. That itself is the ultimate thing. So that is one thing. And after coming to Germany, I was focusing more on my career And then I have read the book called Dr. Joe Dispenza's that You Are the Placebo. And how that book has transformed me is to understand how the brain works, how the reality works, how like you can cure every disease of yours. So at every stage, like whichever we are progressing towards, there are books that are transforming quite a lot. So, and then when I wanted to connect to Mother Earth, I have started to read Anastasia. So I'm still in the third volume. So there are still 5 more books as well. So this is in a nutshell to say that at every stage books are there. So thanks a lot, Auntie. And yes, books are the main ones who make us independent if we thrive to learn and gain more. And again, through all of you, it's not only while reading, but it's also by sharing. That is why Patriji always focus on Sajjana Sangatya, that whatever we learn, we just need to share. And the more and more we share, it's not something for others, but we are benefiting ourselves by constantly reminding that where we are, in which path we are, and what are we doing. So thanks a lot. Thanks a lot to Patriji for guiding us and for making us independent, and for telling us the simple truth that you create your own reality at any given point of time. So thank you so much.
No words. Thank you for the amazing experience sharing about the book reading and how you became independent through book reading. It is very, very helpful to everybody. Mamta Madam and Neelima, thank you so much. Thank you, Sharda ji. Thank you, everyone, each and everyone, uh, for being here. Being here itself, it is creating so much of beautiful vibrations, and we are spreading so much into the universe through this Sajjana Sangatyam. And we are gathering together, meditating, listening to great wisdom, and then sharing also. Everything is wonderful. Thanks a lot, Nilima, for this idea of sharing about the experiences about the books which transformed our lives. It means a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you so much.
And
So
as you rightly,
masters,
yeah,
sorry.
as you rightly said, that reading and understanding, imbibing that knowledge, and when we share, it grows even more. That's what is my experience also. Because if somebody has told me to read the book, I wouldn't have done that, because one complete book I never read. But now, to do this session, I was reading, and then when I was reading, many transformations happened, and uh, I know that many things are not appearing now, but in the coming time, in the very near future itself, they would all blossom into wonderful happenings, because my there is a shift in me. So naturally, I create a wonderful reality. And not only that, when we share, it is a responsibility when we are shouldering, and when we are sharing that, we are again gaining a lot. So it is magnified, and the effect is what we are gaining from the book, and the wisdom is being magnified number of times, thousands of times. And that should happen with everybody. When we share, we get a lot. Not only for getting, it is not a mathematical equation, but this should happen. All these vibrations should create ripples and ripples, and then what we want to see, that heaven on earth really is being established now itself. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thank you so much, Sandy. Yes, that is very much true. But in the end, I also wanted to say that how can I forget this book? When I thought of oneness consciousness, it is about the Arcturians as well.
Yeah, I
Yes.
know. I thought you would say, but I also forgot subsequently. Yes, we the Actuarians, we have done amazing work, Neelima. We are very happy for that. Lot
Yes.
of shift has happened after those sessions.
Yeah.
Great work. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank you, Sharda Garu, mentioning also about Anatomy of the Spirit book. Yes, again, that book has uh, taught me to understand that at every stage we go through depression or anxiety, and anything is affecting on our chakra and then affecting our health. But what that book also have said is that for any act, for any situation, it is just that you to take the responsibility very boldly and just surrender to what you have taken the decision. For example, if someone wants to quit the job and without having the insecurity about their how they will sustain, the book has showed that the universe always helps you, and it also tells that we also need to focus on ourselves in where our passion lies, and we have to work really dead hard to achieve our passion. So it is all about us taking the responsibility in where we have to survive. That thanks a lot for mentioning also about this book, Anatomy of the Spirit. That wow, it's another eye opener as well. Thanks a lot, Shardaji. Yeah. So thank you all, masters. So this is the great journey of messages from 40 Masters book. As said, today is the 40th message, and next week we'll be having the message from Master Patriji, and then we'll be having like a wrap up next week. So we request all the masters to come forward and share your experiences of what you have learned, at least even that one point that you have learned. Please come and share so that every one of us learn from each other, and it becomes like a Sajan Sangatya, really like a heaven, like the time that we are giving ourselves is somewhere we transform. So thank you, masters. And Mansaji, can you repeat the book name related to consciousness? Uh,
Anatomy of the Spirit, I think.
yeah, that's what I got confused when it comes to consciousness. So Anatomy of the Spirit is one book, Mansaji. So yes, thanks a lot. And I think, shall we wrap up the session, Auntie?
Yeah, once more, I want to request that please come up with your sharings, at least one or two lines about a master from these 40 masters, and the 41st master is Patriji. And among all these masters, who the words which you got inspired, at least one master about the about one master, if you share it would be great. And we thought like this because we wanted to show our reverence and gratitude to those masters who came down to give their experience very in a very humble way. They gave their experience their about their spiritual journey, and they want us to take help of that, because and so much of struggle they underwent, we need not struggle so much. So that is the reason they came down, and in a very humble way they kept in front of us. And one master at least, if we express our gratitude, which changed our mindset, which transformed our energy. There is an energy shift in us because of them, their words, that we request you to express. Thank you. Thank you, Nilima, for conducting the session beautifully. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, thanks a lot, masters. And by the way, just one more update. Today we are having a session by Master Sharu. So it is on, just 1 second, Masters. Let me quickly have a look into that. So this workshop will be happening like once in a month, and today is the day. And it is on setting boundaries and saying no when it really means. So please join, and it is at 3 p.m. Germany time. The details will be shared once again. So please join with the same Beam link. And another thing is that, Masters, I just would like to share this thing, that soon we will be having enlightenment on no death sessions from PSSM UK. And it is going to start from 20th of March. So another magnificent journey is going to start. So please tune into. And the beautiful part is that in these 40 days, especially the masters who have learned quite a lot and has gone through tremendous shift, or who have experienced, they are the ones who are going to come and going to say their wisdom in these sessions. So please do join. And yes, so see you all in these sessions. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you.